Win at the Daytona 500 for William Byron.
Alabama 1st and 10 on the 12. Again, Houston. He's got a hole. He's over. Alabama touchdown.
I'm just wondering if your listeners know how good a football player you were. I can still see you playing that fullback, knocking those players out of the way. And that, I believe I could have run behind you.
Martin, I can remember when we came to summer and you were playing fullback up there, and I saw you in the weight room and watched you work out in the weight room. If you could pick up, you were strong enough to pick up the whole weight room. I wanted to fix it, and our running back coach didn't take it. Biggest mistake we ever made.
The Martin Houston Show with national championship winning fullback Martin Houston, giving you 1 hour of intense, hard-hitting analysis from an insider's perspective. It's time for the Martin Houston Show on your home for Alabama sports, Tide 100.9, and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Good morning. Welcome into the Martin Show with Martin and Xavier, powered by Box Eye Care. We're live, local, and ready to get things rolling right here on your home for Alabama sports. Tide 100.9 and 12:30 a.m. WTBC. Once again, we're powered by the good folks at Box Eye Care. It is a manic Monday. We want to invite you to get in on the conversation at 205-342-9904, 205-342-9904. That's the Empowerment Strategies and Solutions Hotline. It's open for business. Also, welcome you in, those of you who tune in with us on the live stream. Good morning. Like, follow, and share. Go to facebook.com/The Martin Houston Show, and you can get in on the conversation. Of course, we welcome all of those of you who tune in from the X as well as YouTube and any other of the other 5 or 6 Facebook channels that we broadcast from. You're welcome to get in on the conversation, add your thoughts and comments, and we'll work you into the conversation. On this Manic Monday, of course, in the second quarter, we'll kick things off by adding Kennington Smith III to the conversation. And we'll, of course, be talking about Bama goes down in the Iron Bowl Hoops edition. What are your thoughts, takeaways, disappointed, neutral, still hopeful for Bama's ability to rise to be the top team in the nation when it's all said and done. 9 Bama players invited to the NFL Combine. Who are those guys, and which guy has the best chance to improve his stock? Which guys will be drafted, not drafted? We can have that conversation as well. There's also a documentary. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, chronicling Alabama's first year, transition year under the board. It's going to be on Fox Nation, which is a pay service, streaming service for Fox. They followed the Alabama Crimson Tide throughout this season. Some of the highlights include this first show, if I'm not mistaken, is going to highlight the Georgia game. Week 2 highlights Coach DeBoer and the Vanderbilt loss. So it's going to give you a behind the scenes look, and then they'll look at the rest of the season all the way from spring practice through the bowl game. So for the Bama fans, it may give you a more of an insight into how DeBoer runs his program. Maybe you'll get more insight into how things were handled, and may make you like him or love him less or more. Who knows? And then last but definitely not least, there's a conversation around. There's been a representative from Auburn who has proposed no NIL no taxes, no state taxes on NIL money earned from college athletes. I want to know if you agree or disagree. What are your thoughts that these players are going to be making more money than most of us make in a lot of cases? And now the state legislatures, starting with a representative out of Auburn. Let me get his name. Let me get it right before Joe Lavarne, and created the bill, supported by Representative Chris Blackshire out of Phoenix City, both of those over in that Auburn country, and then Representative Danny Garrett of Trustful, all Republicans. So there you go. They are looking at giving a tax break to the college football players, and they say it is to help with recruiting. So love to know your thoughts. Remember that this is the day that the Lord has made. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Take some time today to notice someone, love someone, serve someone, be the difference you want to see in the world today. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, X. How you doing, man?
Good morning, doing well. How are you?
Doing well. We'll get Kennington's thoughts on it as well. This NIL conversation could go for a while, but of course, we're going to save the basketball review conversation until he comes on. What are your initial thoughts when you hear three Alabama legislators are proposing no income tax on the athletes who get NIL deals, that they're going to get that money from the state of Alabama tax-free?
It's a very interesting prospect to have in place, and it is definitely for all Alabama schools a boost in recruiting, in the sense that, hey, if you come here, you don't have to pay the state taxes. There's more money in your pocket, more opportunity for you to do what you please with the money that you've earned during your college career.
Yeah, I agree with that. But should I get to keep more of my money?
Now, that's the interesting aspect of it.
Wouldn't it help the state of Alabama recruit more jobs if we didn't have a state income tax?
Yes, it would.
So let that sink in for a second. Now, hey, listen, if they pass it, kudos to the players. But I'm going to just take and be the Chase, be the bad guy for a second, because there's several angles, and I get why they're doing it. But does it show you the disproportionate in everybody? I'm about to wax philosophical. Chase, Xavier, can y'all tell me what destroyed the Roman Empire?
Well, there's several things.
They didn't lose in a war.
No.
They didn't lose in a war. Nobody, no country or empire took down the Roman Empire.
Correct.
So let me tell you what took it down. Corrupt politics.
You still there?
I think we had lost Martin. Let me get him back on.
Okay.